Welcome back to episode 5. In this episode I'll be setting up to fight Skeletron. I noticed that nighttime is about to be over, so I know I won't be able to fight Skeletron on this night. That gives me plenty of time to prepare for the battle. I start by sorting my inventory as usual. I also craft a pickaxe out of the Crimtane ore. Again, better pickaxes means faster mining, which is a priority for me. I make sure that I have enough money to purchase the mini shark. This will be the weapon that I'll be using to fight the next 2 bosses. I get really disappointed to see that the mini shark I bought had the sluggish modifier. This means my damage output is going to be way lower, so the fights will take a little bit longer. I take a bit of time to sell things, because I will need a bit of money later on. Because I will need some more money, I decide to fight the Eye of Cthulhu. I'll be able to sell the ore that it drops, which will help a little. Unfortunately, it turned daytime before I could finish off the second one, meaning it flew away. It's at this point I head to the right side of the map looking for the dungeon. At this point, I don't know which side of the map the dungeon is on. Even if it turns out that it's on the left side of the map, I'll still have plenty of time in the day to be able to make it in time for night. I decide to grab a bit of wood on the way there. I'll need the wood to add onto the house, and use as platforms for arenas. Fortunately, I run into the dungeon on this side of the map. That also tells me that the jungle is on the other side of the map, which will be useful later. Since I can't fight him until nighttime, and I don't want to waste any time, I decided to do a few things before the fight. The first thing that I do is set up an arena. As usual, an arena will make fighting the boss a lot easier. I normally wouldn't make a ceiling on my arena, but because my mini shark was so bad, I figured it might be a long fight. As such, making a ceiling means that I can use my grappling hook to move around easier. With the arena pretty much done, I head to the edge of the map in hopes of finding some chests in the ocean. I don't see any at first glance, and I don't want to go too far into the water in fear of drowning. I add some torches to the arena to make it easier to see during the fight. I find a chest inside of the dungeon entrance, which has a golden key in it. This is a pretty good find, because it means I'll get free access to a chest in the dungeon. With a lot of time left in the day, I decide to go over to the left of the dungeon and start digging out some dirt. This dirt will be used to make a long bridge to fight the wall of flesh later on. This whole process is very long and boring, but it needs to be done. I want to try to get a full stack of dirt blocks, which is about 1,000. With nighttime almost here, I leave my hole and get ready for the fight. I don't use any potions in this battle, because I feel like I can beat him easily enough without them. With nighttime here, I approach the old man and get ready to fight. So, I don't end up actually using the ceiling in the fight, but the light was pretty handy. With Skeletron dead, I can now access the dungeon. So next episode, I'll be going into the dungeon to see what kind of treasure I can find. Be sure to like and subscribe if you liked what you saw. You can also click on the annotation in the middle of the video to watch the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in episode 6 of this Terraria speedrun.